So it's funny. Welcome back to the channel. We just pulled into Home Depot. I'm here with Samuel, and we actually pulled into the parking lot and saw people with cameras vlogging, kind of like what we're doing right now. Only we're doing it a little more inconspicuous because I have a cell phone. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are here grabbing some stuff for the JON boat to build a duck blind. I finished painting the boat. You guys can see that right here. So we'll get this stuff and get it going. All right, everybody. So we made out of Home Depot with a whopping total of $62.96 for everything that we needed, I think. Once I get home, I'll show you guys exactly what we ended up purchasing, and the price breakdown of everything. It's really not that bad. I think we made out pretty good on this. But once I get home, we'll go through everything, tell you how much everything cost, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So we're back at the house. I'm gonna show you everything we got right here. So we'll just go over everything. I actually don't think we need these set screw couplers anymore, because we got these little 90-degree elbows that have the set screws inside. We didn't get the 90-degree elbows that we needed these couplers for, so I might return those. So I got these four clamps. We get some bolts and nuts, some silicone for the transom, and then we have 10 pieces of, I think, 1/4-inch aluminum conduit, and then some nuts and bolts and washers for the transom, as well as the pivot bracket. So these 4 clamps are going to be what secures the it's going to be what secures the blind to the boat itself. Obviously, these 90-degree elbows are what gonna get the frame, you know, to the right angle. I'll show you guys a picture of what we're planning on doing to this. But as far as price goes, for everything that we think we needed, we spent a whopping total of $62.96 on all these items. And like I said, and that's also including these 1/2-inch couplers. Did I say it was 1/4-inch? Because it's 1/2-inch. Let's see, how much were these couplers? The conduit itself was the most expensive part. It was $31.60. There's that. But yeah, so I don't have enough time today to get this started, but you guys can see that. We're gonna get this all built, and then obviously we're gonna figure out how we're gonna do the blind grass, tangle free or Cabela's. But I hope you guys enjoy this video and see how this all plays out. I just want to let you guys know, as I'm editing this video right now, a majority of this is going to be time lapse, just because it's over 4 hours of video, so it's going to go kind of quick. But we are going to have periods where I stop the video, normal real-time speed, and I'll go over what we're gonna, you know, why we're doing what we're doing, and the cuts, the lengths, and things of that nature. So just keep watching.
Trim this one down a little more so that it's like kind of only overhanging like this. Oh, I guess it'll be more like this.
I mean, we can, if you want to keep both sections at 5 feet, and then, or I mean, we can cut them to whatever distance.
Yeah.
And if we keep them both the same length here and there, then we know going down across,
it'll be straight.
Yeah, it'll be.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever
The only thing I'm kind of worried about here is if we're fucking going through something.
Yeah. I mean, we can probably cut it to. 52 back here. And then that'll.
5 feet, what, 60?
Yeah. 52. Here. So it cuts off.
Yeah, just do it 52. Yeah, make it square. Do it. Still pretty wide, but yeah. I think it's better than.
I mean, it's 8 inches, 4 inches on either side.
Yeah.
So should we do a foot in from each corner or from each end? Hence the 10, or should we do less than that?
Well, if we do like a foot and maybe a half, that way we have enough. Or maybe like a foot and a few inches. Because a foot would put it right at the fucking.
Right at the tip. Yeah,
Maybe we go like 2 inches in.
Instead of 12 inches, go 14 on either side and gives us 4 inches of play.
Yeah.
I just want everybody to know this is why Sam is here, because he's better at these kind of things than I am. So. Alright folks, so let's take a minute and we'll stop and explain what's going on, where we're at now.
Yeah.
We got the clamps that are going to be on the boat. We got them drilled out. I think we got them at 5/16. Our bolts are going to be 1/4 inch. What the plan is to have these pieces of aluminum tubing. We're going to have to drill through these, and these are going to be the anchor points for the support bracket. And then once we get these in, here we'll drill another hole right here about on each side, and then down there, same thing. We're gonna do the same exact thing down there, and then those will be the pieces that connect to the cross, where it goes up like this. I don't know how much we'll get done today because we both have to work this afternoon, but
We have to be out.
yeah, we have to be at work. We don't actually gonna work necessarily, but yeah, hopefully get these drilled out and show you guys what that's gonna look like. And then, like I showed you guys a picture earlier of what the finished product hopefully will somewhat resemble. So, yeah, we'll get there eventually. That. Whoa! It was already broke. Alright, so just a recap of where we're at right now. We got the two end pieces cut. We got these cut at 52 inches a piece so that they're even across both sides of the boat. Obviously, the bow and the stern are two different lengths. Up here is 33 inches. Back there, I think we said 44 inches.
Something like that.
But to keep the whole blind square, we did 52 inches with both bars. What we'll eventually end up doing is probably coming an inch or 2 inches in on these pieces of aluminum, and that's where our pivot point will be for the scissor. And then we have to run to Harbor Freight real quick because they have the cheapest price for the little C-bolts that eventually when we get the scissors in, it'll hold both of the blind pieces together in the center so that it's not collapsing in on itself. So that's the plan right now. I think we've decided that with the scissor portions, we're going to do 5-foot lengths because the aluminum comes in 10-foot sections. So if we cut it in half and do 5 foot, I mean that should be enough for. I mean we're both about 6 feet tall. With the boat here, I mean that'll be another 16 inches. I think is what the depth is of the boat. Yeah, it's about 14 inches. So with the 5 foot rise and then the elbows and everything, that'll give us about 6 feet plus a couple inches, which should be plenty enough concealment for us sitting down, obviously, and then standing up if we have to at whatever point. But 5 foot elbows, and then in the picture that I have up on this video, You guys saw we're also going to do a fold over canopy portion, but we'll get everything else done before we get to that point. But for today, that's where we're going to end it. Like I said, we're going to go to Harbor Freight, get the seat clamps, and then we'll see if we get any more done tomorrow. Alright, so we went and got the pins from Harbor Freight. We're going to cut the pieces to the 5-foot lengths. And yeah, those are the pins that we got. They're quarter inch in diameter, so that should be perfect for this pipe. We're going to get the 5-foot sections cut. We'll kind of just get them mocked up today, and that'll be it because it's getting kind of late. And then we'll see what the height is going to look like in here. And then yeah, you guys will see what that'll look like. Good morning. It is day 2 of the blind build. On the boat itself, I got this old piece of transom off. Here's the old piece. It's pretty bad. So we need to get the new piece cut here. Need to get the new piece of transom. I'm gonna have it go the whole length here, so it's more support. You can see all the nasty stuff here. And then we'll get the rest of this blind built for today and see how it goes. All right, everybody. So we got the scissors done. We're not going to put the canopy on today because we're kind of short on time. We're putting the boat in the water. We're going to see how stable it is with both of us in it, because we're also going to see what the options are as far as putting extra flotation on the outside. But we'll get to that at a later point. So here's us getting into the boat. Hopefully nothing happens and you guys can enjoy this as much as we do.
It's too hot now.
All right, folks. So as you can see, we did a little water test. It's not very stable. It's not really balanced, but I think we come up with a pretty solid idea of how we're gonna fix that. I got these little buckets here, or totes, containers, whatever you want to call them. I think what we're gonna do is on the boat here, we have the little anchor point for the oar lock. on either side. I think we're gonna try to figure out some way to secure some PVC to those oar locks on both sides, and then run one of these containers, each probably 3 feet apart or 4 feet, whatever we decide. And then that'll be kind of like a stabilization. Each one of those, it'll be like a pod essentially. So we'll have 3 on each side, because Sam brought up a pretty good point. This is going to be our platform essentially when we're shooting, whether we're standing up or sitting down. I guess we'll have to determine that once we actually get the functionality of this in like Prac app, I guess, when we're actually using it for duck season. But like I said, we're going to do probably like one here, and then one down here, and that'll give us enough stability to stand up and move around without having to worry about tipping over. But as far as the way that we set this up, for these pieces here, we originally cut them at 52 inches for the scissor pieces. After checking it out and seeing how everything looked as we moved everything up, we decided to cut 6 inches off each one of the risers. And as we're sitting in the boat now, it gives us better field of view for getting our shotguns up and stuff like that. And then for these long runs, we just used the whole 10-foot piece of the aluminum tubing. So we cut these down, like I said, to 46 inches. The risers for the scissor, these are 10-foot sections here. I want to say we did 52 inches for the cross pieces. I believe it's 52 inches. And then we're also going to set on these pieces right here, we're going to do like a little fold down that'll cover us for like a little canopy roof type thing, but that'll be in a separate video because this one's already getting up there in time as it is. But like I said, I think we developed a way to keep the stability on this somewhat decent for us, being 2 bigger guys in this little JON boat. But I think that's it for today. If you guys like what you've seen, make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribed to the channel so you guys don't miss the rest of this little build that we got going on here. I think we're both pretty happy with the way that it's turned out thus far. Not really having any plans, kind of just going with what we think looks decent and what we think is going to be functionally essential, I guess. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but yeah, if you have any suggestions, make sure you hit throw those suggestions down in the comments. Anything that you think we should do as far as stability or flotation or anything like that. I think our decoys, we have 3 dozen right now. I think we're probably looking at getting another dozen, like another 6 teal, half dozen teal, half dozen gadwall. I mean, we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out at some point before the season. We still got 2 months left, but yeah, I think that's all the gear is going to be stored up front there, and obviously one person sitting here, one person there, and then we'll have a little trolling motor, or we'll even use push poles. I'm not sure exactly what we'll do. I mean, that'll be fine because that trolling motor can sit out of the water at an angle quite a bit. So, but yeah, if you guys like what you've seen so far, like I said, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. Any support is good support. So make sure you guys, like I said, hit like, subscribe, and see you next time.